This is a file I created a number of years ago and modified and realized I don't think I ever updated anybody. It makes motion graphs, so this is predominantly for teachers, but students could also use this, where you want to quickly make new graphs. It's pretty straightforward to use. It's an Excel file. You open it, so it does have to be modern Excel on a PC. When you open it, there'll be a button up here that you have to enable because there's code in the background that does stuff. What you do is you fix the acceleration, velocity, or position at any time. So from this point forward, this would be 0, and then magically it would be -5, 0, 5, etc. You can do that for position and velocity as well. And it makes position, velocity, and acceleration graphs. So it does those with the numbers, blank with the numbers. It does it without the numbers, and blank without the numbers. And then finally you can hit this button, and what it does is it actually exports. Hold on. If you're a teacher, you can relate. But what it did was it made a brand new spreadsheet, and it pasted in the images of all of those 12 kinds of graphs. And it also has a table of these values in case you ever want to reconstruct it later. So what you can do is you can just copy that, and then you can just say plop it into a Word file and make it bigger, or whatever you want. You guys have worked with pictures before. Sometimes you want to make multiple versions, maybe for a quiz or something. One quick way to do it is with the time scale, you put in the initial time and the final time. So say double that to 20, and that's obviously going to change your speeds, but it keeps the shape more or less the same. This just is the picture width when it pastes it. That's not that important. Sorry, I'm trying to remember where I was. But the other thing you can change is the units. So the time units here you can pick from a drop down. So let's say I was to choose that to minutes, and then on the position graph and all the others, that would change there. Another thing that's useful is, let's say you just want to change something slightly. You can use these slider bars to change it incrementally, and that'll change here, or you can manually type over that yourself. You have a table here of all of the values for position, velocity, and acceleration for the whole time. And of course, if you don't want to bother hitting export, you can just click on the graphs themselves and copy it yourself in. But if you hit the button here, it's going to create an exported version in a new Excel file. It's really just pictures of the 12 kinds of graphs, which you then can copy into Word or whatever you like. So there you go.